So 100 days ago, I decided that I was going to take on a challenge to post consistently every single day here on YouTube for 100 days. Now, I did not complete that challenge perfectly. I'll say I showed up about 85 to 90 days out of those 100, but that is something that I am still very proud of because I have shown myself what I am capable of. In this video, I am going to be talking about what I've learned over the last 100 days since doing YouTube videos, and then share some updates and a little bit about my weekend, just a little personal life update. But yeah, so what started me with this 100-day challenge, and I have mentioned this here before, but if you're new here, I'll share again. I am following a lady named Glow and Tanmo, and she started her 100-day challenge, and I was like, oh, and she shared all the stuff that she was able to accomplish since doing so. And it's something that I felt like, okay, I could do that because she's someone I resonate with. She is a creative. She's multi-passionate. She's a traveler. She lives the life that I want to be living. So I decided that, hey, if I want to live the life she's living, I have to do some of the things that she's done to get there. And that's why I decided to do this challenge. So she's completed her 100 days. She showed up every single day. And I think now she's shooting for 365, and she's been killing it, posting every single day. And so that's what got me inspired to do this. What I have learned since doing it, I've learned a lot of things. Another part of the challenge was that by day 60, you should have a product to sell based off what you showed up sharing here on YouTube naturally and consistently. And so by day 30, I had the product in mind. But when it got closer to day 60 to how the product finished, I realized that there was still more work that I had to do personally before I could share this product as a guide for it to be helpful to anybody else. And I think I mentioned what the product was about and the name of it in a video before, but I just don't feel like doing it now because right now I just want to say less, show up, and do more. So I'm not going to go all into what it was about or nothing like that. I just realized that I had to go deeper with myself around this topic before I could put that out there. I realized that anything that's gender war adjacent seems to get more views than anything else that I post and talk about. And that's one thing that I did not want my channel to revolve around. And I'm not saying that I won't talk about those topics at all, but they will be far and few in between because I have not reconciled a way within myself to talk about those topics in a way that I feel like will be helpful and get men and women to a place that I feel like they desire to be with one another. And those topics are exhausting because I don't like the conflict. I really don't. But I do feel like those conversations are necessary. So I will still have them, but not often until I can find a way to talk them in a way that's going to be helpful and not like combative or argumentative and stuff like that. However, with that being said, I am still going to do the follow-up video about if I move fast with you, I might not like you like that. To just provide some more clarity around my line of thinking with that. Speaking of my line of thinking, one thing that I have got more confidence in is sharing my thoughts and standing on what those thoughts are, regardless of whether people agree with them or not, regardless of it changing someone's views and how they see me. Like, no, I'm not shying away from that anymore. Like, I like learning different perspectives, talking about different perspectives, learning the nuance, non-binary thinking, all of the things. And I know how to hold that. I feel like I do a pretty good job of seeing where people come from, understanding where they come from, even if I may not agree with it. And I trust that people can do the same as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not shying away from that. Speaking of which, when I first started this channel, a lot of the earlier videos were talking about showing up and being more visible. And I realized that before that video got a lot of interaction, I realized that I was still coming over here to hide. I was not being visible. But then after that happened, I realized, oh, you thought you were safe. You thought you were hiding, but people can see you. So I needed that to show me that I can trust myself and the way that I think. And then if I get new information that change a perspective or a thought that I have, then I'll just pivot and I'll share and talk about that too. So this has been a good learning experience for me. I've been showing myself that I can show up on days when I don't feel like it. Showing myself that I can show up on days where I don't feel like I have nothing of importance to talk about. And I'm going to go back and review all those videos and have more layered conversations around some thoughts in the past. To even see if my mindset have changed on some things from over the past 100 days. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Still doing the Curating My Signature Self series. I'm excited about doing that, sharing about all the beauty products and things that I'm using, outfits, the style, all of those things when it comes to putting yourself together, showing up and being your best self outwardly and what it does for you inwardly. And speaking of which, cheeks, cheeks. I like the hair is weighing on me. I can wear it back in a ponytail and people can see my cheeks now, a little high cheek, but yeah. All learning, trying new things, seeing what, I can rotate in and out, as I said before. So I'm excited to share all of that stuff. I'm going to be talking about perspective sessions. I know I am a good listener, and I feel like those sessions will be helpful to whoever needs them. I'm using it all. I'm using it all. I'm tapping into everything that's in me, and I'm using it all. What else? So yeah, the point of this really is that you don't have to show up perfectly. Just show up purposefully and meaningfully. And that is what I'm going to do with the second round of 100 days. I'm starting over and I'm starting fresh. And I'm going to do 100 days in a row. I'm going to try it again. And if I fail again, I'm going to try it again. I'm not quitting. I'm going to do it. Come hell or high water, I am going to do it. I am fully committed, no longer just interested, to doing this because I enjoy it. And it's allowing me to do the things that I feel purposed and called to do. And what else? What I was going to say? Oh yeah. So yeah, if this is your sign, you don't need to quit. You don't need to give up. You might just need a reset. And speaking of a reset, I have been here in this area for almost 4 years. And Saturday was my first time walking the Beltline. And that's kind of what reignited my passion for these YouTube videos, because it just felt so, I don't know, I felt like a creative energy out there, just watching so many people out there doing, all sorts of things, just enjoying themselves, just like, I don't know, it just felt, the commotion of the place just, for me, felt like a place where I can go to get inspired, to think about things, to write about, to talk about, all of those things. So I'm looking forward to going back to the Beltline again. And also, I feel like it's a good place. Now, I don't know them people like that, but there's some people out there that look like some decent people. So I feel like that's a good place for single people to go to connect with other people, even if not with dating in mind, but just like connecting and networking and building. Now, I was accompanied by a young man, and we was walking the belt line, talking and getting to know each other. But I ain't blind. I could see that, it might be some eligible people out there for people to connect if that's what, want to try it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going back and pulling some inspiration from there to do something. Yeah, like looking at like even with the curating the signature self, like seeing how people was dressed, how they was put together, and just how they were enjoying themselves, just being, So yeah, that's all I want to share. So again, main takeaway from this video is you don't have to show up perfectly, just show up purposefully and don't quit. So if you're new here, my name is Latrice. Here's what I think out loud, reflect honestly, name patterns that keep us stuck. If anything here on my channel resonates with you, feel free to take what you need. And if it doesn't, please feel free to need it. I feel free to leave it. Everything that I share over here does not have to be yours to hold. Only take what you need. Only carry what it is you need to carry to get you to where you're trying to go. And that's all I have to share. And I will be back in the next video.